Okay, so having a look at expand and simplify. Just like in the other videos, the first thing you need to do is expand using a single bracket. So 4 lots of x plus 7 and then multiply it out. So 4 lots of x, 4x and 4 lots of 7 is 28. So that's your first grid done. You've got 4x plus 28. You've then got your second grid. If we do this one second, you've got 2 lots of 3x plus 5. So 2 times 3x, so that's going to be like 2 lots of 3, which is 6, and then because it's been multiplied by an x, it's going to be 6x. And then 2 lots of 5, 10. And again, your answer to that one is going to be 6x plus 10, taking it out. Now the question was asking you to add them. So you've got two options here. You can just add them by looking at them or imagine it in brackets and add that to it as well. So you've got 4x, add 6x, which is going to give you 10x, and then 28, add 10 is going to give you 38. So alternatively, you could lay that following ending out in this way. So you could have 4x plus 28 and then add on the 6x plus 10. Because you can see it just like your column addition. You've got your x's added up to get your 10x and your numbers to get your 38. It's the same answer. It's totally up to you what you prefer. Okay, let's have a quick look at a negative one. So for example, 5 brackets x plus 3 minus 4 lots of 2x plus 7. Okay, if we're doing this question, we still approach the first part in the same way. So 5 lots of x plus 3 would give us 5x for the first part, and then 5 3s are 15. So our first part would be 5x plus 15. Now there are two ways you can do the second part, and I'm going to talk about both. You could just ignore the negative to start with and just do the second grid. So that's going to be 4 lots of 2x plus 7. Deal with it in the same way. 4 lots of 2x is 8x, and 4 lots of 7 is 28. So in that grid we've got 8x plus 28. If you think about what we did above, we can then use the subtraction method to do the final ending. So we've got 5x plus 15 minus 8x plus 28. Okay, so you've got your 5x and then take 8 of them away, so you're going to be down into the negatives at negative 3x. And then if you've got 15 and then you take away 28, again if it was calculated you could use it, or if not, take your time with it. 15 positive, and then you're going to take off 28, so you're definitely into the negatives, and you're going to be down to negative 13. So your final answer to this question will be minus 3x minus 13. Now, as I said, there was different ways you can do that final question, so for those of you who do it in a different way, I'm just going to quickly show you how you could have done it as well. Both get the same answer. Okay, so for the first part, nothing would have changed, so for the next method, you'd still do that first part the same. So you'd still have 5x plus 15. Only this time, and the second time round, you might choose to take the negative with the question into your grid. So if you did that into your grid, you'd be taking minus 4 instead of 4. Obviously that's going to change the grid and the calculations. So minus 4 lots of 2 is going to be minus 8x, and then minus 4 times 7 is going to be minus 28. Therefore we've got the following to then collect together. We've got 5x plus 15 and minus 8x minus 28. If we do as we normally do in simplifying, collect the x's, 5x minus 8x is still going to be negative, and it's still going to be negative 3x, and then if you've got 15 and you take off 28, you've still got minus 13. So it's the exact same answer but different preferences for different people. Your call.